Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Corbin Russwin. This is their part number 678F248, 248, rose liner outside for 1 3/4 to 2 inch thick doors for their grade 1 CL3300 series locks. The OD of the rose liner, about 3.5 inch. Not a lot to say about this. This is a component. There are not that many components available for the CL3300 in the sense that if you have a deployed installation of that material, you're a hospital or a school, you can purchase the primary components from outside to in. The trim, the spring housing assemblies on inside or outside, the rose liner, the chassis, the latch, the strike, and that's pretty much it. There's a couple of other pieces available for specialized functions, but that's pretty much it. And the purpose of this video is to show you what the rose liner looks like, but also draw your attention to the additional resources that we have for this. So let's switch over to the screen view and take a look at those additional resources now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at. Let's take a look at some photographs that we have, just showing what the item is. Piece of zinc-plated steel. Now, let's look at the resources that we have available. First, we have the CL3300 product brochure. That document is there just for reference purposes. If you needed to look at something in particular to the lock series that you have, well, here's the catalog from the manufacturer showing the different functions, different trim that's available, different latch bolt, strike plate options, etc. There's also a link to the mechanical drawing. Let's look at that first. That is a one-page excerpt out of the entire parts manual. This is nice because it is literally just simply, here are the parts available for the 3300 series. You'll see there's not much. The only thing that they could probably do differently would be to offer the lever return springs as separate components. They don't. That's not an uncommon item to need to purchase. With enough use, that spring will fatigue eventually. When that happens, Corbin does require that you buy the entire spring housing assembly for both the outside and inside. And the other thing is they don't have any subcomponents of the chassis available. Other manufacturers will. I don't know, if that would necessarily be a deal breaker, that I couldn't repair just the retractor hub springs that are inside of here. The good thing is that you're able to get the chassis and not have to buy an entire new lock. This client on this order purchased the exterior and interior spring housing assemblies and the entire chassis, and those three components was probably amounted to about 60 or 70% of the cost of the entire lock. So not a tremendous savings, but nonetheless, if you don't need the trim and you don't need the latch, although the latch is nice to have, and the strike, certainly ordering these components would be the way to go. Now, the last document is the entire parts manual that's here. This will allow you to review in detail all of the components. So on that one page we just looked at, they will give you a single number. That's what it's called, and this is the page that you'll refer to. Okay? So we're looking at part 2, the liner. Part 2 is on page 6. So let's go to page 6. Roses. Rose liner. They really don't have a rose liner inside listed. I don't think that there is an inside rose liner. At least there isn't according to the diagram that's here. Okay, this plate is going to sit right on, the inside spring housing assembly is going to sit right on the face of the door. So back to page 6. The outside rose liners are either for 1 3/4 to 2 inch or over 2 inch thick doors. and that would be the two part numbers that you use. Obviously, we're looking at 678F248. Okay, there you go. So pretty handy. You'll be able to scroll through and pick up all of the other parts that you need to keep your locks working. We have a hospital in Pennsylvania that orders component parts. They have hundreds of CL3300s installed. This order is going to a school in Illinois for the chassis and the other parts. So it's nice to be able to rebuild your locks, the significant investment in the locks, in fact. There is a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page, and from here we can view not only all of the Corbin Russwin products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Other encyclopedic documents are here. I would point out to you the Corbin Russwin Cylinder Manual, which is an exceptionally important document that will allow you to grasp the century-plus long history of P.F. Corbin, Russell and Irwin, Corbin Russwin, keyways, their histories, and how to successfully navigate that from a locksmithing perspective. Archival catalogs are also here. If you wanted to see what P.F. Corbin was doing in 1895, there's your catalog for that. Very large files, but neat to be able to look back in time, if for nothing other than just general curiosity. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. In conclusion, if you have any questions on the Corbin Russwin 678F248 outside rose liner for an 1 3/4 to 2 inch thick door, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you very much. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.